Did you know that Huawei does a lot more than you might think and probably more than you already know? In fact, it's behind the technology of
many cars,
and it's really cool. I'm going to show you all this and much more. My friends, welcome to the Beijing Auto Show in China.
That's right, join me on this new adventure on the other side of the world. I'm in Beijing. It took me about 15 hours to get here, but believe me, every second was worth it. I'm at the Beijing Auto Show 2026, which is officially the largest auto show in the world, with 380,000 square meters full of exhibitions, technology, innovation, and of course, cars. Just to give you an idea, this year it attracted more than 1.28 million visitors in just 10 days, and this is where brands present everything we'll see in the coming months and new technologies. At this show, you can find more than 1,451 cars on display, over 181 world premieres, and more than 71 futuristic concept cars that look like they were taken straight out of cyberpunk. And I don't know if you knew this, but Huawei is behind the technology in many cars, and they're also making innovations that I've never seen in a car before. Stay until the end because I'll show you all this and more.
Once inside the auto show, I was here all week, so I already know my way around. The exhibition center of Piapa, let's go in. This works with a QR code, we put it over here. Shishi has facial recognition, and that's it. Hey, I can't believe I'm here. Honestly, coming to the Beijing Auto Show was one of my dreams. I always saw my colleagues and thought, wow, someday I want to be there, I'm going to be there, and here we are in Beijing. Wow, this is awesome. Really, all of this is thanks to you. All I ask is that you like and enjoy the video because the technology we'll see today is amazing.
I promised you that you were going to see innovation and things you've never seen before. For example, this car that can project images on the front. But that's not even the craziest part. This is interactive and you can play. I'm impressed that this comes out of the front of a car. And all of this works thanks to Huawei's technology and sensors, but that's not all. What blew my mind the most is that in the back it has a projector so you can watch all your favorite videos like this one. By the way, are you already subscribed? If you're enjoying this video, like it and stay until the end because there really are a lot of innovations. Both projectors are running simultaneously, which is the craziest part. But what blows my mind the most is that this is in a car. The future is here. Has it sunk in yet? Tell me in the comments if you would buy a car with this technology. I'll be reading. Honestly, I would.
Hey, so we made it to the Huawei booth and now I'm really going to show you all the innovation. Everything they're doing and what they're showing here at the Beijing Auto Show 2026. Let's go because it's really interesting and all the technology they're incorporating is amazing. Like I said, they don't just make phones and wearables, they do much more. Look, these are some of the cars they collaborate with. They're pretty high tech, pretty incredible. These are things you don't see every day. These are things you only see here at the Beijing Auto Show. But look, I'm going to tell you a bit about the technology and everything Huawei is doing, which is pretty interesting. They don't actually make the car itself, rather they make all the technology that's behind the car. For example, the whole ADAS system, which is basically the safety assistance features. This is the collision avoidance system, and it's all thanks to Huawei's technology. Thanks to all the sensors and all the AI that these cars incorporate, they can prevent collisions since they will detect people, objects, animals, everything that's around the car. Thanks to all these sensors, everything will be detected, and that way you'll arrive safely at your destination. It even has a sensor in case you fall asleep. It will wake you up or pull over so the car stops safely and you don't have any problems. Here we see several videos. Like I said, Huawei doesn't make the car. What Huawei does is all the technology behind it. Look, the ADAS systems are going to do a lot of things. It's all that stuff you don't see, but you really need. For example, fully autonomous driving when there's snowy weather, when there's fog, where human vision really can't see or has a hard time. This is where all the assistance from the ADAS systems and all of Huawei's technology comes in, and through its sensors, LiDAR sensors, cameras, and all this technology. Safe and sound to your destination. Behind me you can see in real time the kilometers being traveled using Huawei's ADAS system and all of Huawei's car technology. It's truly crazy, and this is part of the distance that's been covered. Look, here we also have a car they're collaborating with, and right here we can see the logo and the assistance features, the ADAS systems. And look, we have all the sensors on the outside, and thanks to them, these kinds of systems work. You can also see some of the sensors on the screen there. For example, in this car over here, which is pretty cool, we can see that it has cameras here and several sensors so that everything works perfectly, as well as a sensor and LiDAR sensors on the top. These are things that as a user you often don't see, but you need them and they're there to support you. Here we also have more sensors. All the cars that Huawei collaborates with have a lot of technology and a lot of sensors built in. There are even sportier versions that also, if you look here, we have the sensors, also LiDAR sensors, cameras. They have cameras everywhere in order to function. I love it because this is exactly what I like most about the world of cars. The technology that you can't see, but that the user enjoys and benefits from every day. And well, the design is always cool too, it's part of the car. And check this out, this is pretty cool. I have Celia on my Huawei, I can have it here, but what if I told you that you can have Celia in your vehicle, synced with all your information? Would you believe me? Well, you can do all of this, also through Huawei's technology, thanks to Harmony Space. Your car will have an operating system and you can use and share a lot of the information on your phone. And this is pretty cool because it recognizes the users, so if your wife, your kids, or your friends drive it, it knows it's them. All the information through Celia will appear personalized for them in the car. That amazes me most. A car nowadays is no longer just the vehicle that takes you from point A to point B. It's practically a big gadget. It's a tablet that moves, that's how I like to describe it. And precisely with solutions like driver assistance systems like Celia and all this incredible technology, we're reaching that point where the car is already smart, now it's super smart, and also with everything that's happening in this era of AI, artificial intelligence. And thank you very much.
Honestly, the world is changing very fast, but I think at least in the world of cars, it's for the better. And technology is fundamental in this industry. What do you think about everything we've seen so far? I like reading your comments, so tell me your favorite feature in the comments. I love that Celia is natively integrated into the car.
My friends, what do you think about everything we've seen here at this 2026 auto show in Beijing? I think everything Huawei is doing is just crazy. All the technology you find behind these cars, because in your daily life you just drive your car from point A to point B. But when you start thinking about all the development behind it, all the engineering and innovation that make this possible, it blows your mind. Seriously. I'm lucky and it's all thanks to you, my friends. I am Andres Nashudo. Greetings from China. Don't forget to follow me on all my social media. I've been posting more on Instagram about what we've been doing here. Big hugs to everyone. See you in my next video. I was going to say goodbye, but I don't remember how to say it in Chinese, so XC means thank you. Thanks for watching. Goodbye. See you next time.